All right, so huge announcement. If you didn't see it, Frosthaven Digital is coming out sometime this year, most likely, which is very cool and exciting. I'm on the wrong. So I made a video breaking down the trailer a little bit, what I could. But I wanted to pull this up and look at it because it is a little bit different. They showed a town in flames, scenario 1 in the trailer, and they showed this second room. But a lot of stuff is really different. It was 3-player. There was a banner spear, a bone shaper, and a geminate, I think, and they were all fanned out by this door. But there weren't any enemies down here. It was missing the 2 archers. There was an archer up here, like where this priest is. This guard was like further over here. These city guards weren't here at all. This guard and this money were switched. There wasn't anything denoting that this archer was elite, at least not from what I could see. It looked identical to the other archer here. So did they like super nerf the difficulty? Because I don't think of a town in flames as being a difficult level. Even when I've started a playthrough on +3 difficulty, I was able to get through a town in flames no problem every time. I've never lost a town in flames. Well, that's not true. In speedruns, I've lost it, but that's just because I'm trying to go super fast. So I don't know. Maybe just because of the digital implementations of things, it makes it more difficult, and so they wanted to make the scenarios easier. There were a few other things. I was definitely able to identify scenario 21. And in that scenario, in the first room, it was missing the hazardous terrain by the door. Oh, oops. This hazardous terrain and this obstacle weren't there. Now, it might be that they took them out because they showed you a shot through the door where you could see into this next room a little bit and see the skeletons in there. Realm of Endless Frost, the Prince of Frost. I knew it was Prince of Frost, but I didn't want to say the name. But anyway, so like this room had been changed, but they showed an elite, a normal frost demon, and they showed an elite living spirit. So, you know, maybe just an enemy had been killed or something like that. But yeah, the hazardous terrain was gone. So there are definitely some changes, probably for the most part overall making the game easier. Maybe instead of like the friendly difficulty that they had on Gloomhaven Digital, maybe the equivalent of the friendly or the easy difficulty or something like that on Frosthaven reduces monster count. Because I feel like that would be a good way. That's a better way of doing friendly than just giving you blesses and making your characters have higher base health by just reducing the number of monsters on the board. So I don't know. We will have to see what happens when the game comes out. But the fact that they changed scenario 1 so significantly, is a cause for worry for me and all my speedrun strats that I have. But we'll see what ends up happening. You know, for now, I just hope that I can get into that closed beta that starts a week from now, which is crazy. But you know, now that we've got those juices flowing in that spirit, let's play the Tempus Forge. Level I've never seen before. It's been a while since I played one of those, I feel. Although it's kind of just because I haven't played the game very much recently. I haven't been the most motivated to play Frosthaven. You know, it's just... Yeah, I'm at the point where it's like... I just need a little break from it. Because... You know, everything just feels pretty samey. But let's see what we got going on here. The Tempus Forge. The scenario is complete when the blacksmith is dead. At the end of that round, read 179.4. You slide the key into the mural on the rock, and the ground beneath you begins to rumble. The rock moves away from you to reveal a winding staircase spiraling down into the earth. You descend and marvel at the paintings drawn on the stone walls. They depict a wide variety of people throughout time, each of them holding up a glowing key, the same key you were looking to forge. You can hear the forge before you see it. It's a massive construction of iron stone surrounded by demons. At the head of the forge, you see a blacksmith, a massive figure that looks vaguely human, but something is off. He growls and points at the center as you enter the forge, snarling something. You can't quite make it out, but there's no mistaking his intent. These creatures don't want you here, and if you want to reach the forge, you'll have to fight your way to it. The demons disperse, and the massive iron gate slams down over the entrance to the forge. You look around to see other alcoves to explore. You can only hope they hold the key to getting inside. Each altar in the scenario has... Are we monster level 6? Yeah, monster level 6. So 8 times 1 over 2, so 12 hit points rounded down. They are enemies to you and allies to all monsters. Door 5 is locked and will unlock when all 4 altars have been destroyed. Easy enough. That means that I'm going to kind of want some damaging mode summons for hitting altars, but Plague Protocol and Plated Defense should do that pretty well. So that's fine. I guess we're ready to go. We've got City Guards, Earth Demons, Flame Demons, Frost Demons, Wind Demons, Damage and Muddle Traps, Lava, 4 altars, and a treasure somewhere. But other than that, we don't get to know anything about the scenario, and no adverse effects. Negative scenario effects. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I'm way out of it. It's pretty late, but you know, I was excited by that trailer. On Prism, kill an enemy while 3 or more elements are strong or waning. Have 0 cards in your hand each time you rest. Kill an enemy with an attack. Overkill an enemy by 4. I guess I'll go for 3 elements. My other characters can make them, but I can't. Maybe I can use this mana potion to help myself get it. There were a lot of demons in this scenario, so that can help. Never have your hit points drop below half. Never enter an hex occupied by an ally, enemy, obstacle, or objective. Or collect 2 or more loot tokens while doing a loot ability next to an enemy. We'll go for never walk through an ally or an enemy. And never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy. Add 2 cards to your lost pile or kill 3 or fewer enemies. We'll go for never run away from an enemy. Challenges. All character move abilities of value 4 or greater are reduced by 1. This seems like a fine scenario for that. Although it does make it almost impossible for me to use my boots. I need to move 5, which I do have, but not that many. Enemies add 3 to their hit point value. Whenever 1 or more elements moves from waning to inert at the end of the round, 1 character suffers hazardous terrain damage. Not in this level. Let's go Forest Imp over Snow Imp, just because there's not that much movement to go around here. I don't even remember ever doing Dense Fog. Let's go for Dense Fog. Make it hard to use my boots, but still possible. And I guess we're ready to go. I don't know if I want my characters to go all together or all split up. I guess I'll let Shards set up for a second, and I'll have the other 2 characters go in. So maybe I just have Snowflake move like 1, 2, 3 and set hazards. And we can just see what the room's going to look like. I don't know. This is going to be weird. Cold Snap. I guess we can go ahead and do it with Shifting Snow. And just make hazard, hazard, hazard. And then we don't really need to send anybody in the room. This could be a good scenario for the Birds in a Tempest, now that I think about it, especially with the challenge that we got. Let's bring Birds in a Tempest. We might want to bring the Summon in for destroying altars, if possible. We need to pick a mode. I guess we'll go Force Field mode. Although that doesn't really help us in the beginning, and we would want to summon Force Field for the ranged summon. So maybe we go Plague Protocol mode. Add poison to all of our attacks, and maybe we just start with a ranged attack. Heals targeting us don't increase our hit point value. What if we just start with like move 4 jump? If we move 3, we go 1, 2, 3 because of the challenge. So we might end on hazard, but we'll just figure out exactly what's going to end up happening there. I don't hate that. And then on Shards, I'm thinking I'm just going to let's see. I guess I'll move and get a token, and I'll set Empowering Note, and then next turn I can bless myself, and then I'll be ready to go into this room all on my own. Maybe this smaller room first. Open the door and just go for unsustainable wave and maybe throw some items into it or something. We'll figure out exactly what's going on once we see the room. So Snowflake first. So shifting snow, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 earth demons. That is not bad. What is their card? Okay, nice. Move less. So move 2 on this guy, move 2 on this guy. Beautiful. I guess that is all my move, which is a little bit less beautiful. But I can go ahead and just make, boom, boom, boom. Like that. And then we can just back off next turn. They push only with Leaf. So I get attacked for 6 and immobilized. It's not the greatest. I could use my pet to get a move 1. Also, Prism is before them, which is unfortunate, because I wanted to be able to hit them and poison them at least. Let's see, what do we want to do? Altar's only 12 health, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. I think I can take the time to kill these guys. So I guess Snowflake's done. Shards is going to move, be adjacent to 4 empty hexes. Is that the card I played? Yeah, I'm adjacent to 4 empty hexes, so I get a token, and I'll play Empowering Note. And then I end my turn, and I get a token. Prism. Let's see, do we have anything good? I don't think I want the Leaper. It would go after the altar, which is kind of nice. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Move 5, jump, target the thing furthest away from me. I put it right here. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. I could even put it like back here. If I can just pull the earth demons through, so that they don't run to target the Leaper, then the Leaper will take care of the altar, and then once it's dead, it'll automatically jump over and target over here, because that's the thing that's furthest away now. So actually, maybe I like that. No, not this. Not this. We'll just summon the Leaper. It's not bad. Oh, he's only base attack 1. It's going to take him forever to deal 12 damage. But it should happen eventually. And then do I want to move? I can grant the summon move, but that doesn't matter. I guess I move here myself? I don't know. Earth Demons, move 2, 1, 2. And move 2, 1, 2. So they'll each suffer 3. Unfortunately, I suffer 6. Unless I want to use that pet to move 1 on Prism's turn, I'll go ahead and do it. I don't really want to get hit twice. So we'll use the Heroics pet. I get to perform a move 1. I get to perform a heal 1 over here. And then just nothing on Prism. And then these guys just move here. And we're done with that. Maybe with the move 1, I'll go back here. And on to turn 2. So Shards could try to help out over there. I guess first I want to shape the path. Do I have anything useful to do with the bottom? I don't think so. I can't make, like, Leaf or anything, because I'm probably going to open my door with Unsustainable Wave. Opening with Concentrated Blast makes a lot of sense, because we saw 2 enemies here. Oh, that means that I need a number of tokens, though. Which I could do with the bottom of Unsustainable Wave, but I probably would rather play Unsustainable Wave top, right? So let's go shape the path with, we probably want to, maybe I just open the door with Illuminative Tone. I'll just play Unrelenting Wail here. I think that's fine. Snowflake, I would love to pull these guys through and back up. I want the Libra to go fast and get towards the altar. What can I do with these guys? Ooh, I could hijack this guy, move him in, and have him attack his buddy. I kind of like that. Force him to take hazard, make him hit his buddy, make him immobilize his buddy. That I like. So hijack with, I guess, just launch pod, just for some ranged damage. 40 will go faster than all Earth Demon cards, or go faster, or tie, which gives me plenty of time to do something like pull these guys through with Polar Vortex, and Oh, dang, I don't have the pushback card. I got rid of it. The Chilling Impact is kind of what I would love to play as my bottom here. Dang, I really wish I had brought Chilling Impact. Maybe we'll say that I'll switch out White Out for Chilling Impact. Maybe. Yeah, it's nobody noticed. And then we'll play Chilling Impact here. With do I want Whipping Gale or Polar Vortex? Polar Vortex is nice because I can pull them to here. But then the push doesn't necessarily help me as much as I would want it to. So maybe I'll just do Whipping Gale so that I can get two attacks out. So we'll just go Chilling Impact, Whipping Gale, and we'll just see what happens from there. Snowflake, Shards, Prism, and then normal move and attack on Earth Demons. So I like that. We'll go Snowflake first. Pull them in with Whipping Gale. So on the left and on the right, 2 damage into each of them. And then we'll pull the Elite, and he'll suffer 3. And then I can move and push the Elite, and I'll just push him for 1, and he'll suffer 3 on Chilling Impact. And Snowflake is done. Shards. Give himself 5 blesses. All in a hard day's work. And then we've got move, but we don't need to do that. So Shards is done. Prism. Leaper's gonna go. It targets the furthest thing from the prism itself. Focus on the enemy furthest from the hive. Attack for 1. Nice. Good start. And then we've got Hijack. So, yeah, this is fine. Move this enemy for 1, so he suffers 3, and then have him attack for 2. Okay. He does no damage, but he immobilizes this guy. So now this guy, this guy can't run and go hit the Leaper. I guess that is a problem that I'll have, but I'll just Polar Vortex these guys next turn to bring them in. And then we'll just have to kill them with damage, which is something that we are capable of, I believe. Although maybe I want Shards to help out over here for just 1 split second. Done. This guy won't be able to do anything because he's immobilized, and this guy will hit Snowflake. Attack for 6. It does 7. And immobilizes. And done. Okay. Leaper's going to stay where he is. I guess I just move 1. Where's my move 1 shield card? Oh, I played that, didn't I? Because that's the mode that I started in. I didn't really think about that because I wanted to do some shielding. Although that's not really relevant with where I am currently, is it? So I'll just Faceless Entity, just move over and hit. I could also just jump over to the Leaper to get attack 2s myself rather than attack 1s from the Leaper. I think for now it's fine to just leave the Leaper out and just let it focus on the altar slowly but surely. I do need to make sure that I don't make the thing furthest away from Prism. If I go here and I open the door, then all of a sudden Leaper's going to be running out this way. So maybe I will go ahead and switch Leaper. We'll have to see. I'll just start with Faceless Entity, and I'm just going to move forward. So I guess Reconstructive Aid is the card I'll play. Well, that seems fine. Snowflake, I can Lifting Gust, but then I can't really immobilize this guy. I guess Lifting Gust Crosswinds, pull him back in, is pretty decent. We'll figure out exactly what we need to do when we get there. And then Shards. So do I want Shards to come over and throw an Illuminative Tone? I think I do. I do, because if I just save up tokens right now, then I can go for a good Concentrated Blast when I open the door. So if I do Elemental Pulse, this is move 5, move 4 because of the Dense Fog, and I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit this guy with Illuminative Tone. And that'll get me a bunch of tokens back, and then I'll have time to move over and open the door with Concentrated Blast after that, I think. Done. I like all of this. Okay, nothing, or Hasty Assault out of Earth Demons. So Prism, summon, Interesting. 2 damage, and I can transfer. I don't think I want to, because unfortunately, Plague Protocol's turn has already happened. So transferring doesn't get me anything. So I'm not going to. I'll just move with Reconstructive Aid. Attack with Faceless Entity. So this is attack for 2 poison from Plague Protocol. And then now I could switch Leaper. That would put my poison mode over here, which I don't think really helps me. Right now this guy wants to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to hit Leaper, but he's not killing. He doesn't even kill Leaper with crit, so that's not a big deal. So I think I'm just going to do an attack for 3 with the other hit of Faceless Entity, and it will deal 3. And Prism is done. Shards is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Eat the wind and the leaf on Elemental Pulse. So I needed the +1 to actually get that last point of movement. And then I gain a token with the leaf. And then I will also eat the light. So that's 3 tokens. So I get an advantaged attack for 5 because of the poison. And it will deal 10. Not bad. Not bad at all. Shards is done. 3 + 1 + 1, yeah. Okay, well, then Snowflake has a pretty easy turn. We'll Lifting Gust this guy at disadvantage. That's ambiguous. So we get to strengthen an ally. Let's strengthen Shards. Strengthen Leaper, maybe? Since we really want Leaper to get this altered down eventually. Strengthen the Leaper, and we get to push this guy. Because it was a +1. Actually, +1 kills, doesn't it? Because it's attack for 1. He's poisoned to make it attack for 2. And +1 means that the attack just straight up kills. And so it doesn't get the push. And then I can pull this guy. And make him suffer 3. And I lose my Immobilize, and then he will hit for 3 into Prism, because Prism was faster, who will take 4 damage and get Immobilized. And Prism cannot heal, because we're in poison mode. But that's fine. We should be able to take this guy out super easily. And done. New turn. I'm thinking fast on Prism, so that my Leaper doesn't run away. And then maybe I'll just switch into it. Maybe I reassemble. I think I kind of like reassemble. It means that I really don't do much of anything this turn, but it's fine. I guess the problem with reassembling, though, is then that I do have to get out of here, but I do have move 4 jump to get out. And I'm not concerned about Snowflake fighting this guy, although it's not really her strong suit. The problem is just once I open one of these doors on Shards or somebody, Leaper's gonna run away, and I don't really want Leaper to run away. Maybe if I open this door, let's see, right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to the altar versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if there's an altar back here, Leaper runs away. Man, that's a really weird problem to have. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Leaper will probably come back here eventually. Let's just hit this guy. Let's go faster than Shards, I think. And we'll just hit this guy. And I don't want to take too much damage. I will probably Polar Vortex him back through. Which means that I want to go slower than Prism, I think. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the best idea. Here, I can just do move 1, 2, 3, and then hit with Concentrated Blast. I like that. Open the door, gain disadvantage, Concentrated Blast, hit a bunch of things. That seems good. So let's go. I'm an idiot. I wanted Prism to go faster than Shards, and I could have just swapped these cards. I think I'm fine with swapping it. I said that I wanted them to go in that order. I mean, I did say that. when I was in the planning phase. I just forgot about it at the end. I made sure to have Prism go faster than Snowflake, which I wanted. I guess we'll just do the cards in the order that I played them. Like a dum-dum. It's going to move my Leaper away, though. Alright, so I have move 3. All attacks targeting me gain disadvantage. Ooh, I don't quite reach this guy. And it's Flame Demons, which is definitely not my best matchup for Shards. I don't have the... Yeah, I don't have the piercing thing. I do have this Stonewall Potion, though. Alright, all attacks targeting me have disadvantage. I set Light. It was just a move 3, so the Dense Fog doesn't affect. And Flame Demons, Stand Still card. So the Elite can hit me. So let's see, what did I play here? Concentrated Blast. So I can pay 3 tokens to get a 2-target attack 2 stun. Is very underwhelming into these guys. It does block an attack 5 coming from him, but shield 5, attack 2 is never doing any damage. Transparency would have been better, but it wouldn't have hurt him. What can I do? I guess I could Lucky Dice this Elite Flame Demon. If I don't do that, I'm going to have a really, really, really hard time killing him. But do I want to do Lucky Dice on not Unsustainable Wave? I could just Lucky Dice Unsustainable Wave next turn, and then my odds of killing this Flame Demon are quite good, especially if I can grab a Strengthen from Snowflake or something with Din of Battle. I think that's the play, is to go for a kill onto him next turn. So do I want to suffer 4 Retaliate from hitting him with Stun? Or eat an attack 5? I think I'll just eat the attack 5 at disadvantage, which means that I'll just spend 2 tokens to make Concentrated Blast an attack 2 stun into the Earth Demon. I get to reveal the next Earth Demon card, not that that helps me in any way. Alright. He takes 2 damage and gets stunned. And I think that's it. All attacks have disadvantage. We did Concentrated Blast. That's done. This is really bad for Leaper, because Leaper definitely sees wanting to hit the altar, right? So he wants to go focus on the enemy furthest from Hive. So it's a tie between these two, so we can have it go after the Flame Demon, I guess. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with jump, and then it can't attack anything. So that was great. Prism itself, so I could reassemble. I'm thinking I'm just going to do an attack 2 poison, though. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's attack 2 poison. Grant my summon to move 2. That's kind of interesting. Does 2 and it poisons. I guess I want Leaper to be as far away as possible, so that it doesn't go in and do something stupid. Maybe I need to Master Scepter Leaper here. Does Master Scepter on anybody else make any sense? Not at this time, I don't think. I guess I can shield 1, retaliate 1, but that doesn't do anything, and I can't move. So, do I want to Master Scepter while I'm here? I guess we'll give it to Shards. Why not? And done. Snowflake. Oh, I was thinking attack for 2 and pull with Polar Vortex. I guess I'll just pull with Polar Vortex. Oh, yeah, that kills this guy. So I can target this Hex, pull him through. He suffers 3. And then when he wants to come through to hit us, he'll suffer 3, and he'll die. So actually, I didn't even need to stun him because he would have died this turn. But it's fine. Elite Flame Demon, attack for 6. No, attack for 5. It does 2. And then this guy can't move. And then the Earth Demon is stunned. So we don't need to worry about this guy. Let's see, what are we gonna do? I can't heal at all on Prism right now. So this is a really bad thing to be in. Maybe I want to go ahead and summon my force field. I mean, I like the force field summon. Right now, Leaper's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess if I move up here, if I could be moved up here on Snowflake, then that would make the Leaper go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it won't reach, but at least it gets closer. It starts going towards this altar again now that I'm closer to these guys. So that's something I could do. If I do Birds in a Tempest, then it can reach, so that's definitely a play. Birds in a Tempest with Snowball, and then on Prism I go late. Hopefully the Earth Demon will be faster and move through the hazards and die, and then on Shards I just go for the Flame Demon right now. Easy. Unfortunately, this does mean that on Shards, I think I am missing a thing. I do need to Lucky Dice right now, which I'm not a fan of, especially without Strengthen. But it's probably fine. So we're going to Din of Battle, add +1 to the attack. Unsustainable Wave, it's just going to be an attack for 3. What do I need to kill this guy? 7 + 5 is 12, so we need to hit for 12 in order to kill. Hitting for 12 from an attack for 3 means crit, which is not super likely. If we make it attack for 4, then we need a +2 in a crit, which is definitely more likely. I could have done the Sonorous Shard last turn. I guess I'm going to go ahead and Boots on Snowflake to go first, and I'm just going to Element Potion in Leaf and Wind. I don't think the other element matters. Then I'll move with Birds in a Tempest, and I will Snowball. So who am I snowballing? Myself? Snowflake will snowball herself, and then she has move 3. 1, 2, 3. That part doesn't matter. We really just want the all allies add +2 move and jump to their moves. And we wanted all the elements that we set. So that is done. Oh, I could Tome of Conflict as well to get the Strengthen. I'm gonna hold on to that, I think. Hold on to Tome of Conflict and Power Potion, because hopefully we just have to burn the Lucky Dice here. So that was Snowflake, and now Shards. It's just an attack for 3. Which feels low. But we'll make it work. We will spend a token. Oh, it's attack for 4 because of Din of Battle. Okay, that's better. We will spend a token, but it's to increase the range on Unsustainable Wave on the 2 enemies within range suffer. So we really need to see some good things here pulled with this Lucky Dice. So 3 rollings. Okay, that is definitely not the best. We get a heal 2 and a bless on an ally. Give that to Snowflake. We're going to have to use the Glancing Potion to not miss. And then we just get 1 more modifier. So right now we're hitting for 6. So we need a crit. Beautiful. 6 crits for 12. I never doubted him. We'd use the token to increase the range to make this 2 enemies within range 3. So this guy dies. This guy suffers 5 and dies. And the altar suffers 5. And we get a token. Easy peasy. Oh, I didn't notice it, but the Earth Demon is moving. So we're going to just use Boots on Prism to go after him at 88. And so Flame Demons, and then now it's the Earth Demon. He'll move 1, 2, boom, and die right there. And then we get the Prism itself. So this guy has move 7 jump. Oh, I forgot about the move being reduced by 1. No, it's characters, not summons. So move 7 jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, no. This is further, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he does go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to hit this thing and attack it for 1. And he misses again. 3 attacks for 1 have dealt 2 damage. All right, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. Stupid. Oh, Prism's turn itself. Prism's turn is not going to be very exciting. I guess I can summon the force field. I don't want to run this way because I don't want to suffer a ton of damage, so if I run this way, it's going to make the Leaper run over here because this is further away now. So I guess I'll just summon the force field right here. And he sees 1, 2, 3 to start hitting that. Maybe I should have saved Birds in a Tempest. I guess I could Stamina Potion it back, but that doesn't really feel worth it. Okay, well, in that round, is this... Yeah, we're on everybody's long rest. So we'll just do that real quick. We get Summon and Summon. I guess I can control this Summon, but I'm fine with having it go here. Hopefully these summons are able to pick these off. Also, once we get Prism moving this way, that will help. Do we get a transfer, maybe? No. But we get 2 damage into this thing. So there's that. And then we get a heal 2. We do not get to heal here, and we get a heal 3 here. And we get a token. Boom. Prism. Kind of feel like I don't need this heal 4. I need to transfer out of no heal mode. I should definitely have 6 XP because I've played 3 modes. Let's see. I don't feel like I need a reconstructive aid. On Snowflake, let's see. What do we want? Well, I want every card. Blinding Vortex can go. This doesn't feel like a scenario where we're going to get like a super good Blinding Vortex AoE. And then on Shards, Transparency. Generally not the best card. And we took care of the Flame Demons already, so we don't need the Pierce. And new round. We just start running everybody over this way. Especially Hive. I guess I want Hive to stay on the bottom side, because as long as he stays on this bottom side, Leaper sees this as the furthest away because this door is closer than this one. And then once this is destroyed, if Prism is over here, then Leaper will start running this way. So do I want to go relatively fast? I think that this is all fine. I just hope that Leaper is able to take out this altar eventually. Maybe I want to move up here so that Leaper goes ahead and starts moving this way, because Dampening Unit can take out the remaining 5 HP on this. So I think I actually like that. Which just means that I need to do like a basic move myself. Maybe I'll just play this move 4. And we'll just figure that out from there. Snowflake. We don't need to do Birds in a Tempest yet. Part of me wants to just pull Shards in with Crosswinds. Yeah, because I get to move on Crosswinds as well, don't I? I guess I can throw a Regenerate onto Hive, who doesn't get the healing yet, but will get to regenerate from it eventually. I don't know what else I would really do with my top. I don't think there's all too much. We'll just play Snowball because I don't think we need it. And then we'll move towards the other side. And then Shards is going to get pulled in, which will be nice and helpful. I guess I'm at a good point to go for more Blesses. Sonic Shock and Shape the Path, and I get 4 Blesses out of it. That seems pretty decent. So Snowflake is going to pull Shards in with Crosswinds. Pull 3, an ally in range 4, and then move 3 myself. 1, 2, 3. Then Snowball. I mean, I can use it on myself to set the ice. Shards. Move 3 adjacent to 4 empty hexes. 1, 2, 3. Gain this. And then spend all 4. And then finally, Prism, we get attack 1, They deal a grand total of 2 damage. And then I move up. I guess this is a move 3. So I'll move up here. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's even. I guess there's not much I can do about that. Oh well. Hopefully the summons just kill, and then Leaper will start going that way. It does mean that I need to kind of make sure that I'm further this way, but that shouldn't be an issue for this turn. So let's just go late with Launch Pod, and just kind of move. What do I want to do? Do I want to open with Unsustainable Wave? That seems pretty decent. Just move 2 and start hitting. Move this way on Prism. Unsustainable Wave is always better with Din of Battle, so maybe I'll just open with Concentrated Blast again. Although I don't get the stun without more tokens. Let's just open with Concentrated Blast. We'll just attack it. We just won't get the stun, and that'll be fine. And then we can go late and... Oops. Go late and make a bunch of hazards. And we'll just figure out where we need them based off what Shards sees. So Shards is opening the door with move 3 because of the challenge. 1, 2. Alright. 2 Wind Demons. Not the biggest of deals. Poison Traps aren't going to help us at all. Okay. Reduce damage. They're going to set wind. That's totally fine. I do not mind seeing reduced damage at all. So I guess my 3rd movement point, I'll go here. And then I can have a 2 target attack for 2. Or 1 target attack for 3. That doesn't look like it really does much into either of them. I think I'll just save the token. I'll just do a simple attack 2. Maybe I'll just skip the attack. We'll skip the attack because we don't want to draw a Bless on an attack 2 and deal 1 damage. And then I'm set up this next turn. I can do Unsustainable Wave into the Wind Demon, although it doesn't do much. Oops. Unsustainable Wave with Din of Battle. Won't be amazing. We'll have to figure out if there's anything we can actually do. What does that mean the last demons in these rooms are? We saw Earth. It's Frost Demons. Unsustainable Wave will definitely do best into the Frost Demons, but figure that out when we get there. We get 2 reduced damage attacks, and they'll turn the ice into wind. So attack for 4, attack for 2. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. Maybe I should have used my ward potion. I don't know. It's probably not the end of the world. Prism. Okay, Leaper definitely sees over here now. So I guess that was dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely should have had Prism go first. And then Force Field Mode. Does 1 damage. And then Prism, I just need to move 2 this way. That's fine. We'll just move 2 and that's it. And finally, Snowflake. This is not going to help at all. Yeah, hazards are definitely not going to help at all. Shifting Snow is the card that I could use to damage these guys with hazards, but I don't have the hazards. I guess that means we know that there are Frost Demons in here, so I think I do go ahead and open this door. And I just do the exact same thing I did over here. So I just move 1. Wow, those guys are pretty tanky. I can move 2 with Shifting Snow. Make a hazard there. And then here and here. And what are the Frost Demons doing? Hasty Assault. So I'm going to get hit. That's fine. Snowflake is done. And then the Frost Demons. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3 out of a move 4. So this guy doesn't quite reach. Attacked for 4. I take 4. All right. Not bad. That is everything here. Now, Prism is definitely the point where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are equally distant, so I guess I can pick that this is the one that Leaper focuses. So he'll reach this next turn, which is good, and Dampening Unit will take this out eventually. So we're not in bad shape. Part of me wants to run away and get the Wind Demons to come close and go for Unstoppable Wave into the Frost Demon instead. That sounds nice, and I can get the poison. Hold. So let's go High Impact Projectiles with Hijack. Is the baby crying? Alright, the baby did indeed wake up, but she's all good now. Okay. So that's right. That's the plan. So I'm going to go fast and poison this guy, hijack them to get some retaliate damage or something. And I want to run this way quickly to pull the Wind Demons in and hopefully get a good Unsustainable Wave and hopefully hit the Wind Demons with that as well. Wait a second. I've got a Snowflake. I have a Snowflake, which means I can have Snowflake. Cool. Oh, what did I do? Do I still have boots on? I didn't refresh these when I long rested, did I? So I have boots on everybody? Because I forgot to refresh items when I long rested. I definitely have boots on Prism. For sure. I don't know if I have Snowflake's boots. I also don't think it matters. Because the plan, I do believe, is going to be to move up here and to Whipping Gale to pull both Frost Demons through the hazards. And then, after pulling this Frost Demon to here, I can use the Scepter of Control to walk the Frost Demon here, and then Shards can hit the Frost Demon. It's going to give disadvantage. So that sucks. Is there anything I can do about that? I don't think so. I definitely don't want it to be disadvantaged. Is there any way for me to... I don't think there is a way for me to do anything differently, unless I could move in with Jump and Lifting Gust to push him through, but that doesn't work. So, it's fine. Maybe we'll Tome of Conflict or something. Circlet of Eyes. This could be a good use for Circlet of Eyes. Yeah, we'll do that, and that'll help. Okay, I think I'm ready. The only problem is that I have this 16 and that 14, but I have boots here. Okay, then we're good to go. We outspeed Wind Demons, which is good. That is a Disarm card, which is bad. Let's see if we can figure something out here. So Prism is going to use boots to go first. So given where I am, we can have Leaper come here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attack for 1. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's attacked 5 times and missed 3 of them. Dampening Unit, 1 damage. Maybe they can't destroy these altars, man. Maybe they can't. And then Prism itself's turn. Oh, Hijack. I knew that. Dang it. Okay. So, High Impact Projectiles. Attack for 2, target 3. Or attack for 2, range 3, target 2. I'm just going to hit this Frost Demon. That's fine. It will poison because of the mode that I'm in. So attack for 2. Boom. It does 3 damage. And it poisons. And then Hijack, I will move this guy for 1. With Hijack. And then this means that I could have Lifting Gusted 1, 2, 3, 4 to push this guy for 4. But I didn't play that card, unfortunately. Oh, I have the Swiftness Potion. Oh. Can we make use of that here? Not really. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 with Swiftness Potion. Because it would be move 2 becomes move 5, becomes move 4 because of the challenge. And going here doesn't help me in any way. So I guess I'll just move up here and attack with Whipping Gale and Whipping Gale. And then I'll use the Scepter of Control onto the, after my attack ability. I guess that means I will suffer the Retaliate. I was thinking I could dodge the Retaliate, but I guess not. So into the Frost Demon, miss, of course. Pull him in, I suffer 4. Into this guy, attack for 1, miss again. Pull him 1, 2. He suffers 6, and then Scepter of Control, move this guy for 2. And Shards. Hopefully this does good damage. Din of Battle to increase the damage, to make this an attack for 4. Pay a token to make it an attack for 5. Poison makes an attack for 6. And we'll use the... Let's just use everything. Let's use Power Potion to make it an attack for 8. And Circlet of Eyes to make it target 2. So this should be attack for 8 at disadvantage, attack for 6. Eight at disadvantage. Don't miss. Okay. It does 7. Which is underwhelming. Both of these guys take 5, and I take 4. That's not good. And then now, that was attack for 8, so attack for 6. Is that correct? Unsustainable Wave plus... No Din of Battle. So Unsustainable Wave is just attack for 4, plus 1 from spending the token to make it... Or to make it attack for 4, and this. Okay, so yeah, attack for 6. Show me crit. Okay, good. Attack for 6, crits for 12. Minus 3. So it only does 9. But 9 is going to mean that we get 7 here and 7 here. Which doesn't quite kill. But I can go ahead and Health Potion and Stonewall Potion now. Unfortunately, Stonewall Potion doesn't go to my other allies, but, I mean, this is pretty good. We mostly just have this room left to go, except we haven't killed any of the altars yet. But I'm feeling relatively confident about this. And that finishes Shards. Frost Demons are just going to immobilize everyone. And heal themselves for 3. And then the Wind Demon is going to disarm Shards. Attack for 5. Does 6, which does 3, and will disarm. Do I have over... Yes, I have Unrelenting Wave, which means that I can just push this guy into the trap and kill him. So even with my disarm, that's not a bad turn. Alright, cool. I'm immobilized as well. Disarmed and immobilized, so not much of a turn, but I do get to do basically the best I could ask for. No point in doing anything on Prism, I don't think. And Snowflake has a lot of stamina, so I'll just push this guy with Lifting Gust. I don't see any reason not to. I could Polar Vortex, Chilling Impact, but no, we'll do that next turn. So we'll just go fast and Lifting Gust. This all works. I think I'll go ahead and have Prism go quickly. Let's just have Prism go first. So, Leaper. Hey, miss, crit. And then the Dampening Unit. So, Dampening Unit is going to kill and then give itself a move too. And the Leaper did 2 damage. So, that works out there. Prism, on my turn, I'll go ahead and Master Scepter Snowflake. And then I get these back. I don't get the heal 2 because I'm in Plague Protocol mode, but that's fine. Prism is done. Snowflake. Lifting Gust. Nice. It does 3 damage. It does 3 damage. And push 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I can push all the way to here. What's he doing? Move 1, 2. I'll just push here. Yeah, just push 2, and then this way he'll suffer 6, which is quite good for me. And Snowflake is done. Shards, I can't move or anything, but I can spend a token to push with Unrelenting Whale. And that will kill this guy. And then the Wind Demon melee card, he's just going to hit in a big cleave. So attack for 6. Ooh. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Attack for 6, of course. Of course it crits. And I don't have any cards to lose. So I'm going to have to lose 2 cards from my discard. That sucks. Yeah, that's fine. Ugh. Alright. Well, there goes a lot of Shards usefulness in that crit. And then this guy's going to move for 2. Man. Prism, I didn't get a card back, but... Drop Plated Defense. I just barely am not able to make this guy reach with Hijack. That would be so nice if I could hijack this guy into the Frost Demon and have him die to the Retaliate. Which I can do with Polar Vortex. The problem is the initiative being bad. But it's not the end of the world. So pull them in with Polar Vortex and then hijack them. And that should just kill. And then maybe I reassemble. And I'm long resting. Man, would using Forest Imp have saved my life? No, it wouldn't, because I think I got crit for... Yeah, I got crit for 12. Wind Demon does get a turn, but at least he doesn't kill Shards. Okay, good. He didn't crit twice in a row. So there's that. Snowflake is just going to use Polar Vortex to pull the Wind Demon into the Frost Demon. And that's it. And then Prism. I guess my summons are going to go, right? So Leaper does 2 damage. And then Dampening Unit is just running this way to help. And then I use Hijack to move Wind Demon in. Hopefully he doesn't get a +1, because if he gets a +1, he kills, and that would be annoying. Nice. He gets a 0, which does 2 damage, and then he dies to the 3 Retaliate. And then the Frost Demon goes for the faster one, which is Snowflake, with an attack for 5. Oh, no. This is the Twin Claws. Cold Claws. So that was first into Snowflake, and he does 2 damage. And then into Prism, he does 5. Not the best, but I'm still alive. Shards loses another card. Is there a boss here? What's the thing we haven't seen? City Guard? That's weird. Is it going to be like a City Guard and like a City Guard boss and one of each elemental type? I feel like I want to save Sonic Shock to get another good unsustainable wave off. So I guess we can drop Illuminative Tone. Very few cards though. And we need to destroy all of these altars. Which I guess is easier said than done. Hopefully Dampening Unit just comes up and kills this Frost Demon. So what do I want to do here? I guess I can reach this thing from here. Yeah, Elemental Pulse can use that wind, the Wind Demon set last turn, to hit from where it is. So I'll just do that. Snowflake can long rest, that's fine. And here, I guess I just go fast. Oh, I was thinking I might reassemble, but I guess I didn't do that. Switching to Leaper, though, sounds pretty good. So I can do Faceless Entity and then switch to Leaper, and then I can heal myself. Prism is first, so Leaper. 4 misses. This guy goes here and kills, and I can get a transfer. So I will transfer Leaper, which will put Poison Mode right here, which is good, because now Poison Mode is going to start going towards this altar. Nobody's going after this one, though. So maybe I actually do want to be in Leaper mode. Well, first let's attack for 2, attack for 2. I might destroy this thing with my attacks for 2. Dang it. I only deal 3 damage. So I'll go ahead and take a heal 2 for now while I can, while I'm not in Plague Protocol mode. But I'm going to want to switch back to Leaper mode so that I can get Leaper over here. And then transfer into him. I guess, you know what I could do? I can do this transfer and move to with Dampening Unit. Which puts me like this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Good. That works perfectly because where I am, Leaper will still stay here and focus this. And then this way I can still heal up. So I can take a snowball from Snowflake or something. And then once Leaper gets a chance, it'll start running this way and it can get there quickly. And then I can transfer into it and hit this thing. That should all work. Shards is going to eat the wind with a Din of Battle. So increased range on this attack 5. I'll go ahead and spend the thing to make it an attack 6. And I deal 6. And then I get 1, but I spent 1. So that's done. Frost Demon's dead, and Snowflake heals 2. Okay, we can go for a nice AoE in the final room on Snowflake. Let's see, maybe I'll save Chilling Impact. What do I not need? I guess I don't need Birds in a Tempest. We don't need a ton of movement, and I don't feel like I need the summons to help kill altars. So that's fine. We'll just go for Snowball to heal up, and then maybe Cold Snap to heal up over here or something. We'll go late so that we get the Cold Snap heal and just go for an unsustainable wave, and hopefully that kills. And then here, I think we're just healing up. So Prism, what do we have? Leaper attacks, and then Poison Mode moves 2 towards this. Leaper attacks and does 1. And then on Prism's turn, I can grant 2 summons, move 3, jump. So I'll grant Plague Protocol 1, 2, 3. And now it's not going to get there next turn, but it'll go 1, 2, and then 3. I can also heal myself for 4 and gain an XP. Not bad. Snowflake is going to go heal 2, regenerate onto Shards. That reaches, right? Yeah, range 3. And then Cold Snap, heal 2. Prism doesn't need it now, so let's go Shards. Heal 2, strengthen onto Shards. And finally, Shards. We'll spend the token we get to make Unsustainable Wave and attack for 4. We are strengthened, and we get a +2 Wind Light, and that will destroy this altar. And just 1 left to go. And we get a regenerate. And then now we're no longer strengthened. Beautiful. Not bad. Lieber's going to be the last to kill his somehow. Can long rest here. I guess I just move this way and grant a move 2 attack 3 into Toxin Distributor. That seems fine. I don't want Snowflake to run all the way down here. I could start making some hazards over here. We just don't know exactly what that's going to look like, and I can long rest. We'll have Prism go first. So, nice. Leaper kills his, and Plague Protocol moves 2 towards his. And then I get the long rest. Oh, and I can Magnetic Cape. Oh, that's interesting. So do I want a Magnetic Cape to get down here so I can start hitting? I think I do. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll Magnetic Cape to get down there because I can always transfer to Leaper. Because because I can tell Leaper to start coming towards me, and then I can transfer to Leaper once we destroy this. And then now Snowflake is just going to move 2 and grant Prism a move 2 attack for 3. And it does 3. And we get heals and the long rest. Not many cards. No, let's drop Den of Battle because we need to move on Elemental Pulse. So Shards is going to start running this way. Maybe I can set Wind on Snowflake. Whipping Gale, I would have to be able to open the door, which means that Shards would have to kill. Not Shards. Prism would have to kill. Probably not going to happen, but I guess theoretically possible. We'll just attack this thing. And then Snowflake... You know what? It's late, but let's say we Stamina Potion back Crosswinds, and that can help us get the thing back. And then... maybe we can theoretically get a Shifting Snow. Boom. So Prism, Leaper goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting closer to Hive. Toxin mode moves and attacks for 2 and does 1. And then I attack for 2 and attack for 2. Oh my gosh, what is with all these misses? I only deal 3 damage total. And then Snowflake can grant an attack for 3 with Crosswinds. And do we crit? No. I get a move summon 2. I'll move this guy here. Unfortunately, we didn't kill this, which means I can't open the door. So this is just a move 3 from the challenge. Get my first piece of loot. And we're done. I guess I just hope that I kill, and then I transfer Leaper. And then I'll open the door and pull. Sure. And, we'll go late and potentially brittle. So Prism, Leaper goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Poison mode is going to get a +1 and kill. Okay. +1 and I get to transfer. So that kills. And I can transfer Leaper mode. Ugh. But that puts my modes in a way that I don't like. I guess I can Stamina Potion back a card. It's fine. I transfer Leaper modes, which puts both my guys over here. So they're going to want to walk through these hazards, but I'll just reassemble one of them. And then I guess I'll transfer the other one. Wait, if I reassemble, instead of placing your previous standee card, so instead of placing Leaper on the map, I would just go here and, like, I become dampening mode and Leaper goes away. So maybe I don't want to be in Leaper. So I'll leave it like this, and then next turn when I reassemble, I'll get rid of dampening unit and I'll be in Leaper mode, and that'll be better. Because then I just transfer Toxin Distributor, and that puts me over here. And I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, Snowflake. None of that matters. Move 2 with Chilling Impact. Oh, one guy. What? I guess I didn't read any of the text with any of these rooms, did I? Oh. Whoops. Well, dang it. Okay, this one wouldn't have mattered at all. Okay, so here I was supposed to be pushed, but it wouldn't have mattered because I was in the corner and I couldn't have been pushed. And the other things probably didn't have line of sight. In this room, at the end of each round until the altar in this room is destroyed, all characters suffer 1. So everybody should have suffered, like, 2 damage? It was the second... No, it's just 1 damage, because I killed the altar. No, it took me a long time to kill the altar. I would have just focused on it more. I don't know. We'll do 2 damage on everybody. The earth demons should have survived a little bit longer, but oh well. They should have healed 2 each round. What did the frost demons do? From now on, at the end of each round, until the altar in this room is destroyed, everybody gets muddled. Alright, well, I did not play this scenario correctly at all. I was too excited and didn't read the rules. Oh well. With the elemental locks destroyed, you push the iron gate aside and enter the forge room. Before you stands the blacksmith, a human unnaturally corrupted by demonic forces. This whole place must be corrupted, used for some dark purpose that you have interrupted. The blacksmith doesn't say a word, he just roars with anger and charges. City guard is the blacksmith. He has triple hit points. At the end of each round, he performs heal to self. Push 1, target all characters in range 5, muddle, and then all characters suffer 1. So he gets all of those abilities. It did not give him the triple health. So we will just give him 45. And that's that. Alright, well now I feel dumb. I think I have 1 movement left. This guy should be pretty easy to take out though. He has reduced movement, so he's going to move 1, 2, and strengthen himself, so I'm fine where I am. I will hit him with Whipping Gale, but I won't pull at all. I'll just do the attack for 1. Well, it'll immobilize, so I guess I will pull 2 and immobilize him. And it does no damage. And then he does his turn, and he can't move, but he strengthens himself. And then Shards has move 4, pay a token to make it move 5. 1, 2, 3. Well, no, I don't even need to do that. I don't even need to pay the token, but I will pay a token with Wind to brittle him with Sonic Shock. So attack for 2. Reveal his next card. He got a shuffle. He takes no damage, but he gets brittled. Done. Okay, well, I've got some ice spikes out, so just getting this guy to ice spikes is definitely the best course of action. Leaper's gonna jump to him, so I guess I just reassemble Leaper. I guess I just back off and I Polar Vortex and pull him towards the hazards that'll be there eventually. And then I don't have much of anything I can do here on Shards. I probably want to save Sonic Shock because I can get another Brittle on him later. So we'll just go for Elemental Pulse. Or maybe it's going to end up killing me, but I'll just run in and hit him with Elemental Pulse, and then next turn I'll grab the chest. That's fine. So Snowflake is going to move for 2 and then pull him with Polar Vortex. Just 1, I think. I would like to pull him more, but I want Shards to get into the room. So Shards now is going to move 3, 1, 2, 3. That doesn't help. I would love to get to the chest next turn, but Elemental Pulse is a melee hit. Although maybe I don't really want to waste the Brittle on this weak little hit. So maybe I just move all the way with Elemental Pulse. I was right here, so I can go 1, 2, 3. And I can spend a token to make it move 4, and I didn't get my token last turn. And this way he runs towards Snowflake, which is maybe better for me. I don't know. He's not going to run towards Snowflake, because Leaper's going to run in and hit him. And that's where we are now. So Leaper's going to run in and hit him for 1 and do no damage. Get to grant him move 2 into a summon, and then I will reassemble. So instead of placing your previous card standee on the map, move that card to your discard pile. So Force Field goes to the discard pile. I transfer into Leaper mode. And then I am right here with Reassemble. And then now I can't really move him with Hijack or anything. So just leave that as is. And then this thing moves 2 towards him. And he will attack me with Strengthen. Attack from 4, he does 5. Alright, a little bit sketchy, but I think Snowflake solos him from here. So I'll just let her long rest. Shards will just go and grab the thing. And, yeah, I think she can solo. So we'll just short rest here. Don't really need Reassemble. I can transfer out. I can Hijack. I transfer here, and I place Leaper here, and Leaper gets granted attack for 2. Which is a little bit lame. So maybe I'll just back off and use Launch Pod. And then next turn, I guess I can high impact projectiles to get Toxin Distributor over. Okay, he's going to shield and retaliate. So Toxin Distributor is going to move 2. So actually, it would have... That's fine. I'll take some damage. And then I'll just move 2 back, and I'll hit with Launch Pod. So attack for 3. It does no damage into shield 3. And I don't want to do the summon part of it. He's just going to shield and retaliate. And then Shards is just going to grab the chest. No, 4 metal. That's underwhelming. Alright. Snowflake is going to heal 2. And then Snowflake's stamina is just the thing that matters here. Because we're just going to push and pull this guy through hazards. And we've got a lot of that, so... This should not be an issue from this point. I guess it makes sense to try to get more hazards over here. I can pull him with Crosswinds and then move and then Lifting Gust, and that's really good. But do I want to do that before I make more hazards? I think I make more hazards first. So I'll make hazards this turn, and then next turn I can do the big push-pull. And that'll be really good. Which means I can go ahead and go for high-impact projectiles here. We'll do that late. And then Shards is done. I'm just going to short rest to get off the map. He is going to move 1, 2, and attack Prism, who dies to a +2, so we'll lose a card. I could have healed myself. Oh well. And now it's Prism, so Poison Mode's going to move in, suffer 3, and then on my turn, I will heal for 6. I'll go ahead and Master Scepter Snowflake, and then grant a move 1, 2, 3 to Toxin Mode. Snowflake is going to move 1, 2, and make hazards. Oh, I totally forgot about all of his special things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm way out of it. It's super late. At the end of each round, he performs heal 2. Okay, so he's not riddled anymore. And he should have pushed my characters away, but that wouldn't have mattered on this turn. And everybody would have been muddled. But everybody was after him this turn, and neither of my characters attacked. So the muddle doesn't actually do anything. And all characters suffer 1. So I need to suffer like 3 on my characters. And hopefully we remember to do that from this point on. But I think it's still going to be fine, because we just go for Crosswinds, Lifting Gust. And that dominates him. And I'll just long rest here. So Snowflake, we pull him in with Crosswinds, he suffers 3, and then I move 3, and I hit him with Lifting Gust. It does no damage, but 1, 2, 3, 4 push. So he suffers 9. And then he is going to move 1, 2, and go here, trying to hit the Toxin Distributor. And then Toxin Distributor is going to move in, attack for 2, and deal 0 damage, but poison him. And then die to retaliate. I guess he got to heal 2 before? No, at the end of each round. So he doesn't get the heal 2, but he's not poisoned anymore. He pushes everyone in range 5. Push, target all characters in range 5. Muddle, and then all characters suffer 1. So that's both of my characters. And they're both muddled for next turn. But I just need to wait for him to come closer and then Lifting Gust him again next turn. Can I Whipping Gale him from where I am? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I need him closer. So I'll go late with Whipping Gale and Chilling Impact. Or Polar Vortex and Chilling Impact in case he stands still. Because then I can still pull him forward. Yeah, I can pull him forward 1, 2 and then move forward and push him forward 1, 2. And that'll be very, very good. And yeah, Snowflake should have this, but I mean, it doesn't even count because like I messed up the scenario so badly. It doesn't matter. We're all just excited about Frosthaven Digital, right? He is standing still, so he just does that, which doesn't really matter to me because I'm just going to pull him with Polar Vortex. So 1, 2. He suffers 6, and then I move 1, 2 and push him with Chilling Impact. Boom, boom. He suffers 6. He heals 2. He pushes me for 1, and I suffer 1. I think you always do the suffer. Although, I guess I'm moving closer, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. And just attacking him with disadvantage with Launch Pod. And it does no damage, because I missed again. As one would expect. And then now I get pushed this way. And muddled, and we're all done. Do I want to go for Whipping Gale here, or do I think I just short rest. Yeah, Crosswind's Lifting Gust, I think, just kills him. So we just go for that. And so I pull him, boom, boom, boom. And then attack him at disadvantage. That's ambiguous, so it's the first one. And he gets pushed 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a full 12 suffer, and he dies. And I messed it all up, but I finished with 6 cards, so I probably would have won regardless. Because having this with Snowflake is a little bit busted. Little bit busted. Didn't have to use, like, any of my stuff, which means that I really was not playing this level well. But anyway, let's see what we got and get out of here. I am definitely ready for bed. But, you know, I saw the Frosthaven Digital announcement and I was too excited to sleep. With Blacksmith's dead, you can only hope you're able to operate the forge correctly. You first melt down the alloy into a shimmering liquid that seems to reflect light in a rainbow of colors. The alloy looks cold, like a mirror, even as it melts in the heat. Once done, you lock the mold into place and let the forge's mechanisms do their work, slowly pouring the melted alloy into the mold before lowering it down into a pool of cold water. Unfortunately, you lack any method of opening the mold, so you're forced to pry it open, cracking the entire apparatus as you do. But you are able to retrieve your key. It shimmers with power as you hold it. You seal the forge up tight with your new key when you depart, leaving it to rest in peace. Key of Seasons 213. If I remember correctly, this item's bad? During your attack ability, consume ice to add immobilize to one attack. So Snowflake could do that, then flip it over. During your attack ability, consume fire to add wound to one attack, then flip this card over. Okay, so Drill could use this. During your attack ability, add immobilize to one attack, then flip it over and add wound to an attack. You can make both ice and fire with Drill. You can make both ice and fire with Geminate. Maybe this is okay on Geminate? Oh my gosh, this is 35 gold. Hello, Prism. Enjoy your new Key of Seasons. Not for very long, though. Should have gone for some loot. And I didn't play the heal card, but, you know, we weren't playing this scenario to play well. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to bed. Oh, I guess that was, like, technically completed. Boom. Boom. Do we get any levels or anything? Is my Snowflake level 6? Feels like I just got Whipping Gale. Oh, I did just get Whipping Gale, but that was the other level 5's card. So yeah, I did do the level 6. We level up here? Level 7? No, doesn't look like we leveled up anywhere. Because I had the 7, right? Instead of 7, we went back and we took the move, the level 4, the move and make wind. Okay, got it. Definitely failed Duelist. Actually, maybe not. Actually, I kind of think that I got Duelist, because I didn't do very much with Shards. Unless you open that door and we're right next to the Wind Demon. I think I was. Pedestrian, I really don't know. Ritualist, I don't think Hive killed any enemies. So, a whole bunch of failed battle goals. And we are done.